July 1st, the eve of my birthday, and I wish you all a happy, safe, and exciting 4th of July weekend. I apologize for not airing last Friday, but I was a little under the weather, feeling a lot better, and here, ready to start your weekend on the Fiend Zone, only exclusively here on Horror Fiend TV. Now, before I continue, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and continue sharing this with your friends because we are ready to take Horror Fiend TV to the next level. Now, before we get into our topics for this week, I need to talk about one thing, a bombshell that dropped this week, and we really need to get into this one. If you watch our episode of Three Corners of Horror, where we talked about the new Texas Chainsaw Massacre, I had mentioned that the horror genre lacked that icon, that character that's going to take us to the next level. Now, before we had Michael Myers, Jason, Freddy Krueger, we had Leatherface, Jigsaw, Pennywise the Clown, but the one we are going to talk about is possibly the one that's going to fill that void that we really need, because it's about to change as Cinedime's Screambox and Bloody Disgusting acquired one of the mostly and highly anticipated sequels that we are all ready to watch. Terrifier 2, as Art the Clown, played by David Howard Thornton, finally steps into the big screen. Written and directed by Damien Leone. The character first appeared in The Ninth Circle and All Hallows Eve before getting his own short film, which was turned into a feature called The Terrifier. Now, Art the Clown is a cult favorite, and we need this character to take the baton as the next horror icon. If you haven't watched those two movies, this character is definitely creepy. Just makes you feel very, very, very uncomfortable. And I am glad that Art the Clown is going to get his opportunity to shine on the big screen. Now, let us see what we are going to talk about this week on the Horror Spotlight. In this episode called Dear Billie, we learn a lot of things. And for example, Hopper's rescue isn't as easy as he thought it was. And Joyce and Murray, well, they find themselves in a predicament. Also, we learn a little bit more about what's happening with Elle and the loss of her powers and the group of people that seek to help her regain these abilities in order to fight whatever is coming from the upside down. Also, a horror icon appears in this episode as Robert Englund appears as he plays Victor Creel, a man accused of killing his family, but was it him or the antagonist of the series, Vecna? This episode is dedicated to continued mourning Max does for her deceased brother Billy, who died in the last season of Stranger Things. This grieving is what brought her on a direct path to our antagonist of this season, Vecna. In this episode, Max is ready to face Vecna as she has heard and seen the clock witnessed by the last two victims of Vecna. She anticipates her death and spends most of this episode making amends to the folks closest to her that she loves. Eventually, she comes face to face with Vecna as the gang does everything needed to try and prevent her death. But does she die? Or does she find a way to escape with their help? Ironically, today dropped the last two episodes of this season of Stranger Things, and I am looking forward to watching them and breaking them down. This has been a good season so far, and I'm kind of curious if there's going to be a season 5. I guess we're going to have to find out. Watch and let me know what you think of these episodes of Stranger Things as we continually break them down in spoiler-free episodes. Now, let us see what we have coming here on Horror Fiend TV. Ricky Grimes' new show is awesome, and you need to watch it to see if you agree with what he says. Also, get in your car, get some drinks and food, and head over to the Horror Fiend Drive-In because this show is, if you want to see something passionate, Ricky Grimes is one passionate individual when it comes to horror movies, but these are the ones that he loves so much and continue to watch and support his show. Also, we are going to review a fun movie on the Three Corners of Horror called Vicious Fun, currently streaming on Shudder. Watch this movie. I'm telling you, it is a hidden gem. It is comedy, it's funny, and it's something that's been missing a little bit in horror lately, a good horror comedy. Now, also next Wednesday, I'll say it one more time. Next Wednesday, I will be dropping my new solo show here on Horror Fiend TV, as I will grab a camera and we will look and screen found footage horror to see, well, were they even worth finding? Just get ready for next Wednesday, as JR will host the new found footage show here on Horror Fiend TV. Like I said before, we have so much coming your way, so much new content, collaborations. We are continuing to growing, and we're happy that we have your support and continue to support us. Just continue bringing people our direction because we have a lot coming your way, new shows, new content. I mean, just so many things coming here on Horror Fiend TV. Now, have a good weekend. Enjoy yourselves. I know I will. And please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, share us with all your friends, and make sure to turn on notifications because we have so much more coming here on Horror Fiend TV. This is JR for the Fiend Zone. I am done.